Hey everyone, RSKOS here, and welcome back to another episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time, we did the in-between chapter stuff as usual. Made it back to Rogue Port, got a badge or two here and there, got a single Shine Sprite, and nothing else so far. And this time, we are going to be heading to the Thousand-Year Door to see where our next crystal star is. And then we're probably gonna be doing some Trouble Center stuff. Yeah. Let's go ahead and head down to the Thousand-Year Door. Also, I do have a question for y'all since we're at the beginning of the episode. Before we go to the next chapter, do y'all want me to advance a little further in the Pit of 100 Trials? Or whatever it's called. I always get it mixed up with other games. But I could, at this point, go further. I intend to go through the entire thing again near the end of the Let's Play, like I said before. But, honestly, you could go through it at any time you wish. Maybe not all the way through it, but just through parts of it to get good rewards. And I want y'all's opinion if I should do that, or if at this point I should just save the whole thing for the end. Anyway, before we get to Thousand-Year Door, we can actually go through this room now. And I messed it up. Before, we could not really go very far in here, but now Vivian can just kind of hide us. If you have good timing, that actually made me jump. Did not mean to jump on it again. Yeah, you have to kind of have good timing here. My best advice for this, don't be like me and be impatient. Yeah, don't be impatient. That'll happen. Take your time and be ready to spam Vivian. Honestly, one good strategy might be to just try your best to make it to the corner. Okay, there's about 5 seconds in between. Yeah. There's about 5 seconds in between each time. Although I got out late that time, so it didn't work. Oh my god, okay. This is the first time I think I've ever actually had trouble to this. I swear, if I died to this. Okay. Not chancing it again. Finally made it! Yay! And for that, we get Spike Shield. Make Mario damage-proof when jumping on spiky foes. This can be very useful. Personally, I don't find myself using it very often. It would have been incredible before this point, but honestly, after this point, we have so many other ways to deal with spiky enemies that Spike Shield is more of a novelty now. If we had got it sooner in the game, it would have been very useful, but honestly, we just have other ways to deal with it now. I'm just gonna... What? It won't put me... Okay, I have to make it back myself, apparently. I was hoping it would just put me back at the entrance. That is not the case. Not chancing it. Well, I feel stupid after that room. Anyway, now let's actually head to the Thousand-Year Door. I don't believe there's anything new that's opened up at all in the sewers. Like I said, there are no star pieces in this chapter. Also, did I never break this? Yeah, if you break that, there's a trampoline here. Easy shortcut to the Thousand-Year Door. I'm very surprised that I didn't already break that block. Must have went through it a different way last time, or from a different way. Thousand-Year Door time! Location of the crystal star has been recorded on your magical map. Vivian, what's wrong with your waist? Question mark. Oh well. We'd better hurry, don't you think? We should go up to the professor's office. We have to let him know about the princess's email.
Oh, yeah.
What? That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the power of the crystal stars to resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. What have you found out, Professor? This is rather long, so you'd best listen well. Are all of you ready? And you there, in front of the TV, you listen up too. Maybe I'm missing something. Are you talking to no one? Oh, never you mind! Don't worry about such trivial details, just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in that book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood in this very area. It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster. And that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So, the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon. And they cast the evil beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. From this, I gather that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So, if they're all united, they could either steal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. I guess we ought to consider not collecting the crystal stars then. It would be awful if we found them all, only to have them stolen for evil purposes. Does anyone think it might be better to just destroy them once and for all? That was my first thought, too. But further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So, once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door shield shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may just be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact that those goons want the crystal stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail. Oh, I guess we'd better find the rest of the crystal stars then, huh? Where do we start? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhaul Key. Keelhaul Key? I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea salt's down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. Down by the harbor, eh? Well, in the meantime, we are going to get the one for Atomic Boo, right, because I redid that battle and did not tattle him the second time. I was wondering what was in the trash can. That sounds weird. Anyway, we're going to completely ignore going down there and do this. Although, entering the area, how many... I'm just curious. You know what? There is technically another shine sprout we could get, and I think I am going to go ahead and do it. I was thinking of waiting till a later time to do it, but we can get it now. So if we don't do that, I might actually need to go by the inn in a minute and heal up. Yeah. If we do this, to get back over here, and we can head up to the roofs like we did before. But we now have a new ability. Also, I'm aware there is still Mr. Ratman over here. I've kind of decided we're just going to talk to him later. We've actually passed some of the information just then that I was worried about spoiling some things. But honestly, I think we're going to save this for near the end of the game, because I can already tell right now, if this in-between chapter is any indication, we're going to start running out of things to do in between chapters. So I think we're going to save it for then. In the meantime, I can certainly get this. We can finally head inside of this house that's been locked up this whole time, and, you're a salty-looking bomb. What do you blokes want? I'm not entirely sure what voice to give him yet. I have no interest in passing the time with you, so sorry. Now, away with you. Well, he unlocks the door. Now, away with you! I have no clue what voice to give him. That's gonna be my working voice. It will probably change. In here, in his back room, we have a Shine Sprite, and that is the only other Shine Sprite, or collectible at all, that you can really collect in between chapters. Again, I'm excluding badges from that because, simply put, I don't know where they all are, and there are a lot of them. I just know where some of my favorite ones are. Okay, Trouble Center time. What new things do we have? We can get this now? Wow, I thought this was later. Okay, we're doing this one. I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zest's house in Rogueport Square. That's good, though. Let me heal up. This poster is anonymous. This may be dangerous. Want to take on this trouble? Sure thing. Do it and do it right. I'm curious, what were the other ones? Mayor Dower and Zest. Ooh, those will be easy. Well, that one will be easy. Not so sure about that one. So, I will meet y'all over there. Okay, we're back out here, and I am kind of curious. Did anything reshuffle? Unsimplifier, simplifier, happy flower. Ooh. How many of these do I have? Oh yeah, I should probably sort that again. Happy heart, happy heart, happy heart P. Do I not have a happy flower at all? Huh. In that case, I am gonna pick this up. It's a little costly, but I think that's worth it. I actually do find myself using that one occasionally, especially in the Pit of Trials. Ooh, looky here. Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to the point. Okay, I kind of changed that line by accident, but sure. This is why you read the line before you actually say it out loud. I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair. Of that much, I'm quite sure. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means, though. Anyway, look for it. Okay, sweetie? Ah, okay, so our objective is to go to Hooktail's castle and to find some badge using the wind. It's a little obvious what the wind probably means. I'm gonna change some badges around real quick. Power Plus is excellent. Power Bounce is not needed. Where's the one that lets me basically... Yeah, Chill Out is good. I really wish there was a badge that let you just destroy lower leveled enemies. I don't know if that exists or not. I think it did back in the first one, if I might correct me on that if I'm wrong. Or if I'm wrong in this game, because as far as I know, it doesn't exist in this game. But if it does, I'd love to be proven wrong. I highly doubt I'm going to be losing much HP to these guys coming up, so... Maximum FP. Anyway, with that, I'm just gonna meet y'all in Hooktail's castle, but specifically where we need to be. I will meet y'all there and save y'all the trouble. You know what? I think I'm gonna show this battle just because it'll be a good chance to show off Vivian and because I literally need 1 star point to level up. Firey Jinx. Let's see this. It requires 6 FP. Also, if my voice sounds weird, I literally just drink ice water. That was a mistake. Y, B, X, B. Messed it up, but yeah, if I didn't mess that up, it would have done a total of 6 damage to all enemies. Keep in mind, that is with Power Plus P, but still, that's basically a screen nuke. Also, level up. I said before that I was gonna go for HP this time, and yeah. Honestly, going back like this, it's not that big of a deal, but I was starting to struggle with health in that last chapter. Albeit, some of those enemies hit pretty hard, and I don't see that being too big of an issue coming up in the next chapter, but I think it's time. Next time, I'll probably go for either FP or more BP. Not sure. Honestly, I haven't really been struggling on FP all that much, though, just because we end up recovering so much of it. Also, if you're wondering why on earth we're all the way at the top, yeah, this is where we needed to go. Also, why on earth did I hit this block? I just got a full recovery from level up. Well, that's awkward. It's pretty obvious Flurry is probably the wind we need, but whoop, wait. Oh, there's a block here. Or a chest. You got attack FXB. It's another sound one. Also, yes, I do have to walk all the way back. I'm kind of wondering if there's anything else in here, though. Now I'm thinking about it. Because we never really explored this room. Also, where exactly did Hooktail's corpse go? Did it just decay and... But that's weird. What happened to Hooktail? Did we just throw him out the tower somehow? That's weird. I will meet y'all all the way back in Rogueport. Luckily, going down this thing is much easier than climbing up. I'm just gonna point out that all that running back and forth will be completely cut out for y'all, but it took me about 20 minutes. So this is gonna be a shorter episode. Even though it's been a significantly longer episode for me. I'm just curious what they have in here real quick, too. That's interesting. Yeah, there's actually an interesting version of this badge. Not the partner version, but I'll probably mention it whenever we see it. But if you're doing, like, a really low HP run, you can abuse the Power Rush badge just a little bit. Actually, we have that badge, don't we? Don't we have Power Rush? Oh, yeah, we have... Well, no, we have Mega Rush. Not quite the same. Well, no. No, that's definitely not it, actually. I guess we don't have it. Huh, I thought we did. Oh, well. Hello, Miss Mouse. We got your badge. That face. Does it mean you found the badge? Yep. Well, this is certainly the badge that I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now, my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize. But I knew you would find it, my handsome cheese hunk. You may have even more badge-finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Because I'm sure to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? I totally did not read that how it was intended to be spoken. Now, about that reward, let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Sure, I never use these. Now, let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. As much of a hassle as that was, the reward is entirely worth it. Miss Mouse joined the party. This is the one and only optional party member in the entire game. Miss Mouse's abilities. Press X and Miss Mouse will sniff out any items or objects hitting nearby. This includes star pieces that are hitting under panels, but she will essentially detect if there are any items at all within your current screen. If there are none, she'll give this response. Otherwise, well, you'll know. When you press X, I'll sniff around and tell you if there are any items nearby. There's something right near here, sweetie. If there's something nearby, I'll let you know, like I did just now. In battle, I can attack enemies with my Love Slap. You can also help using Kiss Thief to steal enemies' items. This is important. You solved the trouble. So, 2 things to mention about her moves. Oh yeah, well, while I'm here. But real quick, under party, let's check her out. So, she has 15 HP, which is kind of squishy compared to some of our party members. It's the same as Coops, but she is significantly less defensive than Coops. Love Slap is actually a very... Oh wait, what's this description? Hold up. Miss Mouse, the Mouse Thief, is actually the manager of the lovely House of Badges shop in Rogueport. Oh, didn't know they confirmed that. Although it's kind of obvious. Left Slap is basically the slapping move from the first Paper Mario game. It used to be... Shoot, what's the ghost's name? Oh no, I'm having a moment. I haven't played much of the original Paper Mario, but I've played that far. Come on. The Boo. What is the name of the Boo? Oh my god. Well, it's her move. What is her name? I remember Bootler, her butler. What the heck is her name? I know it's a Boo pun. I know it is. Whatever, it's her move. It works the exact same way as well, so... Yeah. That being said, I will say, this move in particular can be really powerful, but also has a tendency to unintentionally wear a hole in the palm of your hand if you do it using the palm of your hand. That's technically the best way to do it, but it will actually cause the skin to rip from your hand, as I found it in my practice run. So don't do that. Use your thumb like they intended. And Kiss Thief is a very interesting move. In most circumstances, it's not that useful. However, it can steal items, but more specifically, it can steal an enemy's badge. We have seen a few badges, I believe, at the very least maybe one badge that an enemy held near I believe the beginning of the game. And certain enemies can hold badges. This is the only way to get more of certain badges. Certain enemies in the game have a low chance of having a badge. They have an even lower chance of actually dropping it. I think most of the time they just will not drop it, no matter what. But Kiss Thief will just take their badge. This can be powerful and is really the only way to farm badges. Because beyond buying them from certain shops, some badges are limited, except for through this method. Power Plus would be an example of that. There's only a few ways to get Power Plus, but certain enemies will drop it as well. So, yeah. So, we still... Well, my recording thing over there is at 38 minutes, so that tells you how long it took me to do all of that. But I've also cut an immense amount out, so we have time for one suit... Well... Let me do something else real quick. Since we now have a random new party member... Yeah, let's fix her up. Shazumi! Shazumi! Am I the only one who thinks that sounds like Sims talk? It does, doesn't it? It sounds like something the Sims would say. Oh well. So that should increase her HP by a little bit. Yeah, up to 20. Well, that's better than nothing. What is tease? Makes enemies... Oh, it's basically just a status move. I don't think it does any damage. I think it just makes them dizzy, which... I recall using that once or twice in my practice run, and both times it was completely ineffective because the enemy was immune to it. Yeah. Status moves like that, I should point out, will almost never be effective against a boss. It's just kind of how it works. I don't remember what that one was, but I remember this one. Zez T. I want you to find the legendary cookbook for me! I'm not doing that voice again. It's in a pretty scary place, so there's no way an old gal like me could get it alone. Please come to my house in Roadport Square. I do want to take this trouble because it will take literally a few minutes. If you got the old cookbook from the creepy steeple. If you somehow forgot that book, you're gonna have to go back and get it. However, I got it while I was there. So this quest will be over in a snap. Hi, Zesty. Please don't hit me with the frying pan. Hey, you took on my trouble? Well, it's really important, so listen up, Mr. Clutch. Ages ago, there was this great legendary chef named Maître Delish. Rumor has it you instantly become a better chef by reading his book. Unfortunately, it's an old book that's hard to find. Stores don't carry it. But I've recently heard that someone who used to live in the creepy steeple had a copy. There were many secret rooms in creepy steeple. How do you know? So it's moldering there somewhere. I just have to get my hands on that book and read it. Help me out, Stumblebum. So then, want me to no. I have your book. I already have it. Ah! That's it. That's the book by Maître Delish. Rip headphone users. I am sorry, not sorry. Give it here, quick. Ha! I see. Aha! Doodly-dee doo-da-dee. I've got it now. Just glaze the mushroom with honey syrup for a yummy honey shroom. Brilliant. Now I can use recipes that require 2 ingredients. Now that's some book. Talk about effective. Thanks, Mr. Staggers. Take this as your reward. Oh. I'll just leave it here, so grab it whenever. Ooh. So yeah, with this, after doing this quest, we get whatever that is. So I'm sure I have some item I don't need. I want the gold leaf, Can I just point out how stupid it is that you can't drop items? Ah! I don't always want to use them. Sometimes I just want to drop them. Okay. That's another thing. If we ever get a remake, please make that quality of life change and let us just drop items. I am never gonna use this Mr. Softener. Or the Sprite Mask, probably. In fact, I'm definitely... You know what? I'm gonna go sell it. But anyway, in the meantime, more importantly, that unlocks the ability to cook more complex dishes by mixing ingredients. I'm not buying that. maybe later. But yeah, we can now make more complex ingredients that tend to restore way more stats or even give other effects such as damage increase. It can be pretty useful. I don't personally ever use it too much because I tend to do relatively low stat runs and a lot of the normal items in the game tend to be like complete 100% restores for me anyway. No, I don't want you to cook. I don't want you to cook. But yeah, 5 HP, 5 FP. That's not great, not terrible, but you can generally get better stuff. For example, there's some items you can make that can like restore almost all your FP, or at the very least will max you out very easily. And the same is true of HP in certain circumstances. And of course you can get mixes, and you can have stuff that, well, increases damage. I believe there was a hot sauce item we got from the Bull Barber. That's a cooking ingredient that you can mix with other stuff. Otherwise, I believe it just gives you a mistake, I want to say. Anyway, with that out of the way, we have one more Shopping Center quest, and we're gonna do it next time. Thank you all for watching this episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I've been RCKOS, and I will see y'all next time. Take care. Bye.